Hello everybody, this is KS the Image Consultant. Today's topic will be about why it is so important for barbers to step outside of their country, their hometown, and actually travel outside of the country. I've been to multiple countries. I've started my traveling journey in 2014, 2015. I was about 20-something years of age, still working in the shop. And it just so happened to be that I had a coworker who was traveling, and he was also traveling at a young age outside of the country because he understood his value. He understood that, traveling outside of America would even increase his value that much more. And one summer, he decided that he was going to go out and travel. And I said, bro, I can't continue to stay here in this shop and still keep cutting. I said, bro, I got to leave outside the country with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what I got to do. I just need my passport and I need to buy the ticket. So as the days went on, the weeks went on, paying booth rent, I kept getting excited. I filled out my passport application and I went ahead and bought my ticket. I knew that with the expedient route of paying for my passport that I would get it just in time before the summer trip to head out. And the first place that I traveled to was Dominican Republic. And what was so amazing, I have a long story to tell about just the journey of entering into the state of Dominican Republic. This is a life-changing event for me, being so young at my age of 20, not knowing anything about the country, not knowing anything about how airplanes work, how customs work. That was something all new to me, and I was surprised about it. But at the same time, I'm just that type of individual that I just lead and I just go with what I feel is right, with my intentions, with my gut feeling. I just go just to go, without having any care in the world. And that's how I am still to this day. So it's just embedded in me to be that way. So to say that as soon as I touched down, the environment, the culture was different. We're looking at flying into a country called 𝗕𝗿𝗃𝗀, and I need to go all the way on the other side of the country because I'm not knowing nothing about cities. I'm not knowing nothing about, how far of distance it is. I'm not knowing that it's in a mountain terrain. I'm not knowing it takes about 8 hours just to get to the next city. I'm so accustomed to being from Los Angeles, and a drive to San Diego may take 3-4 hours. You know what I'm saying? To the next state Las Vegas may take 4 to 6 hours. So that's what I was accustomed to. And I didn't know that me flying into 𝗕𝗿𝗃𝗀 and having to travel across Dominican Republic, because that's literally what I had to do. I spent most of my money just off the taxi. I spent more money doing the taxi and then getting on the public transportation bus. And that's something that I was just unaware of. I'm hungry. As soon as I touched down, I was hungry. I didn't have no food. The plane that I was on, I think it was a Southwest plane. And all they had was just, regular drinks and packages of nuts or chips or crackers or whatever. And that's all I had, but as soon as I touched down, I was just hungry. I was just tired. I was just jet lagged. But what woke me up is the fact that the roads of me having to get in the taxi and drive towards, I guess, the middle of the country, which is, if I'm not mistaken, is Santo Domingo. It's the capital of the country. So That's where I had to go to get on the public transportation, so the public transportation bus could send me to the next city. And that was, like I said, just driving on the road itself. I'm in a third world country, and the third world country is not up to par. Like I said, it was my first experience traveling outside of the country. And then for it to be a third world country, that was way much more of an experience, because I get to actually see how people really, really, truly live in this so-called third world country. Based on the meaning, we hear about it, but we don't actually know what it means. So that was an experience within itself. And when it came down to reaching the point of my destination, it took me about 12 hours. It took me a whole day to get to where I needed to be. And they were so surprised that I was able to actually get there in the same day. A lot of people, they said, take their rest and then get back on the road the next day. But I was just so determined in my mind to actually get there to where my boys was at, in a place where I didn't know, because I wasn't too diligent in regards to figuring out, where my layover was at, where I was going to touch down at. All of those things I really didn't care about. My main focus was just to get there, get off the plane, get my passport stamped, and enjoy the experience. And that's exactly what I did. But I feel as though, barbers would get too content with just being in the state that we're in, for instance, America, and we don't travel. Like I said, we increase our value that much more when we do go outside of the country, and we learn about other cultures. We learn about other cultures within the barbering industry, and we get enlightened, we get inspired to elevate our skills, to network with one another, understand how others start a haircut. Some people in America, we start our haircuts with the first service is shampoo and conditioning. The ending service may be shampoo and conditioning. But in other countries, other parts of the world, they may not do that. They may just get straight to the haircut. They may straight razor the whole head first before they even use a clipper. So you never know, but that's something of an experience that you want to learn. You want to actually experience it, not just hear from somebody, but actually be there in the limelight. Like I said, experience is something that you can't, it's no price tag on it, because my experience may be different from your experience, and you have to live through it. You can't live through me based on my experience. That's a saying that I'm living through you, but a lot of people can't do that. That's realistically, that's not possible. We all have different imprints. So how I live my life is going to be extremely different from how you live your life. Your DNA is different from mine. My DNA is different from yours. So the way you going to live the experience of going out the country, being around barbers or connecting with other barbers, going to the barber shop, it's going to be extremely different on your experience compared to mine. But it's all about living and learning. It's all about actually going out there. Every one of us is not going to have the same story when we do actually leave outside of America. We're going to all have different stories. And that's the beautiful thing about experiencing something different. Going out the country, doing something that you're not used to doing, getting out of your comfort zone. That is a plus. A lot of people, like I said, can't do that. But due to the fact that you can actually do that, that is a plus. You increase your value that much more. A lot of people tell you, oh, don't go there, don't go that. But number one, they don't even know themselves. So how they going to tell you how to live your life? You got to live your life the way you want to live it. You follow me? And you want to be tapped into your own source of livelihood. And that's what I just try to encourage people to do is, man, leave the country. Especially if you're a barber, man, you're going to increase your value that much more. You're going to be in solitude and come back and be that much greater. I mean, you position yourself to take a break, and understanding something new. You're learning something new. Whether you know the language that you're about to go to or not, you're going to learn something new. You're going to get by due to the fact that you took the steps to step out your boundaries and attack what needs to be attacked, and that is the learning experience of just going out there and doing something different. So that is my words of encouragement. That is my topic of today, which is barbers need to go outside and travel the world, because we actually do run the world, little do people know. And once you do leave the country, you'll increase your value, and you'll have things to say, you'll have talking points to talk about. And that is something that, like I said, money can't buy, because you went through the actual experience, whereas other people, they actually heard about it. You actually did it. You was about it. So that is it for the day. Hope you enjoy. Leave a question. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please drop comments at the bottom, and show me love in regards to hit me up on my email, info@𝗕𝗿𝗃𝗏.com, or you can follow me on Instagram at 𝐾S_the_IMAGE_consultant, also on Facebook, 𝐾S_the_IMAGE_consultant. I hope you all have a nice day, and take care.